Another guy who's helped a lot with the books is a guy who brings them to life on CD. He's a guy named E.B. Stevens. He's a very talented, award-winning reader. And let's just do a sample. This is from Grip of the Shadow Plague. It's a very well produced CD. I thought they did a cool job. I thought they did some cool effects on his voice. Here's a sample of E.B. Stevens reading from Grip of the Shadow Plague. E.B. Stevens is actually here tonight, but he prefers to remain anonymous, so nobody knows the real source of this voice. But let's listen for a second to E.B. Stevens. He's going to read a page out of the book. This is a moment in the book when Seth is encountering this ancient demon who's on the verge of death. I won't tell you too much about it, so I don't want to spoil too much of the book, but you'll just get a glimpse of a scene. Here we go.
Against the far, curving wall of the room, cobwebs veiled a huge, hunched shape. The lumpy figure sat on the floor, back to the dirt wall, slumped to one side. Seth glanced over his shoulder at Grandpa. He stood motionless, except for the quivering hand clutching the flashlight. "Shine the light on the thing in the corner," Seth said. The beam was currently aimed at the cluttered table. Grandpa offered no response. He did not move. And then a voice spoke, deeper than any voice Seth had ever imagined, slow and labored, as if on the brink of death.
"You do not fear me."
Seth squinted at the web-shrouded shape in the corner. Of course I do," he said, stepping closer. "But my friends said you wanted to speak with me." The figure stirred, making the cobwebs ripple and dust plume into the air.
"You do not feel fear as you did in the grove."
The speaker sounded sad and tired. "With the Revenant? How do you know about that? I don't feel fear like I did there. The fear there was uncontrollable." The figure shifted again. One of the largest sheets of cobweb tore, billowing lazily. The rumbling voice gained a little strength.
"Your grandsire is in the grip of such fear now. Take his light and come closer."
All right, there you go. I'm very grateful to E.B. Stevens for giving a voice to the Fablehaven books. I think he does a really cool job. I really appreciate him wherever he may be, whether it's here or yeah, he's here someplace. Anyway, I've taken one detour while I've been writing the Fablehaven books, and that detour was called The Candy Shop War. Have some of you guys read that one? Candy Shop War is, it's totally unconnected from the Fablehaven books. It's its own thing. It's kind of a standalone book. I always get asked, is there going to be a sequel to Candy Shop War? For now, the plan is Candy Shop will be a single book. I might write a follow-up someday, but that's not in the plans for the near future. So if you want to read Candy Shop, it's just a standalone thing. My sister Summer, who travels the country with me and who is performing with DC Comedy tonight, my sister Summer is, she loves to make movies, she loves to make films, and just messing around, she wanted to make kind of a little marketing thing on the internet, just kind of a funny thing. The premise behind Candy Shop War is that there's magical candy that can give kids superpowers, and so she didn't want to, she wasn't trying to make a trailer for the book, she wasn't trying to make a preview of the book, she was just trying to make sort of a little movie as if magical candy were real for the internet. She and this guy, Patrick Muir, got together and made this little clip. It was a fun little clip that we stuck on the internet, and I thought I'd play it for you guys tonight just because I thought it was cool. She did it in like a style, like it's an old 50s newsreel, pretending like magical candy is real, and I just thought it was kind of fun, so we'll screen it for you right here. Here it is.
Teens and tweens from Petaluma to Poughkeepsie are discovering the latest underground craze to sweep our great nation. Magical candy. Can you pick up these coveted treats at just any candy store? Yes and no, but mostly no. What makes these sensational sweets so hard to come by? They're handcrafted by elusive magicians who zealously guard their mystical formulations. Timmy and June know what makes these treats so sought after. When Timmy eats a frostbite, his body radiates intense cold. Better put a coat on June. Looks like June has a better idea. She's eating a flameout, which allows her to exhale a searing ball of fire. Barbecue anyone? Of course, June knows she won't roast Timmy alive. His candy grants him immunity to heat. Across town, Jenny has trouble with a creep at school. Sam isn't picking up on her hints and keeps asking her to Friday's sock hop. But her shock bits allow Jenny to deliver a jolting burst of electricity through casual contact. Looks like Sam is ready to light up the dance floor. Little Andy Comstock feels like nobody takes him seriously. But since discovering Whisker Cakes, he's become quite the man about town. Magical candy. We love it, we want it, but where can we find it? To learn more, read The Candy Shop War by New York Times best-selling author Brandon Mull. You'll be glad you did.
So I feel really kind of blessed and fortunate that I'm surrounded by a ton of talented people who have helped Fablehaven become cool, and who have done things to help me get out the word. My sister has traveled the country with me for like a year and a half as we visit schools, and she coordinates all that. I'm incredibly appreciative to the help and support she's given me. It's her job. I mean, she's hired by Shadow Mountain to do it, but she still works like a slave for me, and I really appreciate all the creative, cool things that she does. Was that? Yeah, let's hear it for Summer. Yeah, Summer. Yeah. We're going to move forward a little bit more with the night in just a second. I did want to say a couple words about how people discover books. A huge part of the way that people discover a cool book is through word of mouth. Books don't have TV commercials usually. Books are something that usually you hear about from a friend or from a librarian, from a teacher. I just wanted to throw it out there. If you guys are enjoying the Fablehaven books and the Candy Shop War, tell a friend, you know what I mean? Tell your friends, tell your bookstore employees, tell your teachers. Let people know about them, because I think they're worth sharing. I'm so grateful to see so many people come out tonight who are having fun with the series. When a writer writes a book, it's a very private thing. You're not sure how other people will react, and it's been such a gratifying experience to see that people are enjoying my weird imagination and the stuff I make up. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. Thanks a lot.